our first ever virtual site Crystal Awards ceremony, during which we will recognize and celebrate 8 incentive travel programs that stood out in 2020 as inspirational examples of how incentive travel and motivational events lead to business results. My name is Ellie McPherson, and I'm the Senior Vice President, Canada Operations at Creative Group. I'm privileged to have led the committee that oversees the Crystal Awards program and want to start by extending my sincere congratulations to each of the 2020 award winners. I'd also like to thank the IMEX Group, who have supported this program for many years and continued their tremendously valuable sponsorship for the 2020 edition, albeit in significantly different circumstances. Here now is the CEO of IMEX Group and immediate past president of the Site Foundation, Karina Bauer.
Thanks, Ellie, for your leadership once again. And yes, the circumstances right now are significantly different from this time last year when we gathered in person in Vancouver for a very exciting Crystal Awards presentation. But the fundamentals have not changed at all, and IMEX Group is delighted to step up once again to help Site acknowledge excellence in incentive travel. This year, no less than any other year of our involvement with this programme, I'm astonished by the creativity, innovation and logistical expertise with which incentive travel professionals all over the world help the corporate world to improve business performance, build workplace culture and fulfill CSR and sustainability objectives. I give my sincere and heartiest congratulations to all of the 2021 winners. On behalf of the IMEX team, I can say that we truly cannot wait to see all of our Site family face to face in November when we will come together again for IMEX America at the Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas. You can count on IMEX to plan a show worth waiting for, and we very much look forward to meeting again soon.
2020 was a devastating year for incentive travel professionals all over the world. This perhaps makes this year's awards all the more important, reminding us, as they do, of the transformational impact of travel as a reward for exceptional performance in a corporate setting. This year, given the circumstances, we introduced a new award, Most Creative Solution Deployed at a Time of Crisis. This new category seeks to award incentive travel professionals and their organizations who display uncommon levels of innovation, creativity, and ingenuity in identifying solutions for the continuation, deployment, and implementation of incentive travel awards at a time of crisis. I'd like to hand over now to our co-hosts, a truly dynamic duo. The bearded gentleman was president of Site almost 30 years ago, and I've had the privilege of knowing him even longer than that. The young lady, his co-host, became president of Site last month, and I've known her since she entered the travel industry. They have the same family name, and that's because they happen to be father and daughter. Ladies and gentlemen, your co-hosts for our Site Crystal Awards 2020 edition are Patrick and Aoife Delaney. This part of the ceremony should have been in a virtual studio, but unfortunately, COVID-19 restrictions in Ireland, where our presenters are based, do not permit this. So with the soothing sounds of an Irish breeze lending an air of authenticity to proceeding, while providing some hairdo challenges for Aoife, I give you the co-hosts for our Site Crystal Awards 2020 edition, Patrick and Aoife Delaney.
Thank you, Ellie, and thank you to the committee of volunteers who gave their time to get us to this place where we are today. Thank you also to the 25 judges who diligently reviewed submissions before eventually selecting the 8 winners that we're here to celebrate today. My name is Aoife Delaney. I'm the Director of Marketing and Sales for the DMC Network and this year's Site President.
And I'm Patrick Delaney, Managing Partner of Sulnua and Site Past President in 1992. It's a really special moment for me to be here to co-host with Aoife the Site Crystal Awards. I was president when Aoife was 7, and words like incentive travel, motivation, Site were always in our home. And it's with great pride that I stand here as a Site leader beside my eldest daughter Aoife, a Site leader in her own right, to celebrate the best of the best, the creme de la creme of incentive travel programs.
Thanks, Pat. As Ellie previously mentioned, we're here today to celebrate 8 different incentive travel professionals. This year we accepted award submissions for programs that took place between the 1st of April 2019 and June 30th, 2020.
So to our first award, Best Destination-Based Experiential Travel Programme. What I loved about this programme was the way the unique history, culture and heritage of the destination were intrinsic to the programme theme. It's a brilliant example of programme design serving corporate objectives.
The 2019 annual sales meeting for the Vietnam division of a world-famous French pharmaceutical group was held in Istanbul, Turkey, with over 230 participants, mainly 20 to 35 years old, in attendance along with the senior management team. The theme was Think Big, with the vastness of the Ottoman Empire and its capital Istanbul providing the ideal physical setting for a program designed by ODS Turkey around the richness, extravagance, and opulence of Ottoman history and culture. ODS Turkey privatized grand historic venues for all social functions, with the Adil Sultan Palace hosting the gala event. Resplendent in red and white Ottoman accessories, qualifiers were conveyed to the venue along the dynamic Bosporus, aboard their own luxury cruiser. At the palace, they were welcomed by soldiers bedecked in traditional Ottoman uniforms and led to a large terrace, where they were greeted by the Sultan, his harem girls, and a full Ottoman military band. Qualifiers were surprised and delighted by traditional performances throughout the evening and enjoyed the emotive, sensual sights, sounds, and smells of street vendors in traditional costumes. No one was left in any doubt about the need to think big, with the program's theme evident across all destination experiences. The destination experience succeeded magnificently in recognizing and rewarding the efforts and commitment of a hard-working team, and the client declared all objectives to have been greatly exceeded.
So impressive. We had Site's Executive Summit at Istanbul in 2019 and I truly fell in love with the destination. But on to the next category. Excellence in Incentive Travel North America. Always a hotly contested category, this year's winner staged a truly impeccable program in the capital of the US, Washington, D.C. For the prestigious and upscale Chairman's Council, the winner for Excellence in Incentive Travel North America is Creative Group Canada.
The Chairman's Council Conference is a reward and recognition program for incentive advisors from the Wealth Management Division for a major Canadian financial services institution who qualify for this event by attaining the highest levels of sales and revenue production. Qualifiers are extremely well-traveled, both professionally and personally. They're accustomed to high-touch service and are exacting in their expectations. Typically a 5-night, 6-day program, in a much-desired international location, this program took place in Washington, D.C. due to an executive decision to reduce scope and budget for 2019. As program designers, we are faced with challenges. Can we alter perception and expectations and deliver an extraordinary incentive travel experience in a familiar domestic location? Client objectives for this program are to offer meaningful education, recognize qualifier achievements, foster networking amongst executives and colleagues, and inspire future performance. The Creative Group met each of these objectives with over 90% of the respondents rating the program either very good or excellent. Washington, D.C. provided a unique opportunity to embrace the idea of power and politics and allowed us to feature a constellation of high-profile speakers. James Comey, former head of the FBI, John Brennan, former director of the CIA, and Bob Woodward of the Washington Post, winner of 2 Pulitzer Prizes. The program was a huge success, with qualifiers raving about Washington, D.C. as a destination and what it could offer. It's apparent that hearts and minds were transformed, surely one of the true goals of incentive travel.
Wow, what a worthy winner. I've always had a soft spot for DC, a destination much underappreciated and really appealing and motivational. Staying on this side of the wild Atlantic, our next category is Excellence in Incentive Travel, Latin America and Caribbean. This program involved privatizing an island, doing a flyaway to a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a choreographed dinner. I'm delighted to announce the winner of the category Excellence in Incentive Travel Latin America and Caribbean is Colombia en Colores DMC.
After a highly competitive bid process, Colombia en Colores DMC was selected by one of the most reputable incentive agencies in France to organize the annual incentive for 300 qualifiers and guests from a well-known French automotive manufacturer. Destination, Cartagena, Colombia. The program name, the Green Gold, conjured and combined images of ancient pre-Columbian gold history, the lush green landscapes of the coffee plantations, and Colombia's national stone, the emerald. The objective was to reward 150 dealers for achieving top sales of their auto brand and thank their partners, spouses, and significant others for supporting them in this endeavor. For these well-traveled guests, super exclusive, once-in-a-lifetime experiences were a must. Each year must be better than the year before. Only the best and most unique destination experiences can be offered. Colombia en Colores DMC did just that, showcasing the best of Colombia, from an exclusive beach day on a private island to chartering numerous 19-seater planes for an exclusive visit to a UNESCO heritage site to a gala dinner at the famous Baluarte San Ignacio, where 100 servers served each guest in a beautifully choreographed and synchronized meal service. Colombia en Colores DMC's challenge was to push the envelope and create something this group had never experienced before. The memories and connections made in Cartagena did just that. Every moment was a wow.
Congratulations to Mark and the great team at Colombia en Colores. Now we move across the Atlantic to Europe, where London was the chosen destination for an ultra-luxe boutique incentive for just 18 attendees. And the winner for the category of Excellence in Incentive Travel Europe is the Conference Room Australia.
With only 18 qualifiers, the Grand Slammers Dealer Incentive Campaign was created as a second-tier reward for dealer principals of a leading automotive company in Australia. This year's chosen destination was London. Attending the fiercely contested FA Cup final at Wembley Stadium was the program highlight for the target Australian male competitive high achiever. But how could we manage a 10-mile journey in London traffic that took over 2 hours? Enter the Bustronome, a luxurious, glass-topped, double-decker luxury coach offering fine dining and white glove service. Aboard this ultra-luxe motor coach, the 2-hour drive was a memorable, leisurely journey during which qualifiers sipped a beverage or two, while basking in the attention of envious onlookers as they enjoyed a beautifully prepared gastronomic extravaganza. Other program highlights included a fully bespoke Access All Areas tour of the super famous Lord's Cricket Grounds and an audience at Westminster with a real live Lord. Qualifiers also get a real sense of London, mixing small, exquisite dining experience with pub fare, such as good old English fish and chips served with mushy peas. Program objectives were exceeded with increases in productivity and profitability. In addition, the conference room cleverly designed the entire program as a reward with a business impact, and thus offered qualifiers a once-in-a-lifetime trip, while also avoiding a large tax bill for the end client.
I've always wanted to go to the FA Cup final. It's such an iconic event. Hint, hint, I'm available if anybody's got tickets. So let's go east for our next category. Thailand was chosen as the destination for the winner of Excellence in Incentive Travel Asia Pacific category. And the winner is Monaco, Canada.
Monaco's client is a company comprised entirely of remote workers. The purpose of the annual incentive trip is to bring the entire team together for a week of in-person exchange of ideas and interaction, as well as to foster the culture they are trying to build. Breaking the routine of the entire team and bringing them together in a completely new environment also helps to stimulate creativity, problem solving, and allows employees to create shared once-in-a-lifetime experiences. This year's program took place in Thailand, with an overarching theme inspired by Indiana Jones and the search for the Siamese skull. Every aspect of the program was meticulously crafted around the Indiana Jones theme, with qualifiers assuming the role of museum curators on the hunt for the Siamese skull. Team building activities included an amazing race around the island, cardboard boat building, a portable escape room, and lively team dinners. All the collateral and the team swag reinforced the Indiana Jones theme. From an organizational standpoint, judging by the testimonials received in the post-event evaluation, all objectives and expectations in terms of the culture and people were greatly exceeded, with people from different teams and backgrounds enjoying ample opportunity to mix and form relationships, as well as build greater bonds within their company.
A wonderful program. And I think we'll see a lot more incentive programs coming in for remote workforces. We know is what truly brings us together. And now on to our final regional award. Now, winning incentive travel programs can be for small intimate affairs as small as 18 people, as we've seen, but they can also be big events involving thousands of people. Our winning entry for Excellence in Incentive Travel Africa Middle East had almost 5,000 participants. It's World System Builder's largest ever incentive, organised in Israel by Eshed DMC.
World System Builder hosted its largest ever incentive trip in September 2019, bringing almost 5,000 qualifiers and guests to Israel. The numbers speak for themselves. 4,904 participants, 142 different flights, 3 waves over 15 days, 19 hotels, 85 motor coaches, 24/7 concierge, 43,000 square foot platform erected, and 85,000 bottles of water consumed, all culminating in one unforgettable incentive trip and a 19% increase in revenue post-incentive. Mainly based in the U.S., WSB is a financial services direct sales organization. Its success can be attributed to a culture of team building and focus on the family. And incentive trips, called Super Trips, are an integral part of their family culture. Eshed worked tirelessly for 2 years to create this incentive event, collaborating with public and private sector players in a true Team Israel approach. A significant financial contribution from the Jerusalem Development Company was made, as well as free branding in Tel Aviv, Jerusalem, and the complimentary use of Hinnom Valley Park for the gala dinner. Imagination and resourcefulness were the key ingredients for the creation of the gala experience for over 1,600 qualifiers and guests, the largest gala event ever to take place in Israel. As the client said, it was a feat of near impossible odds. WSB declared its aims to have been achieved, bringing families and different companies together, building uplifting relationships, developing networking, and increasing revenues. This was an incredible once-in-a-lifetime experience, which strengthened WSB's vision while promoting its business model and the happiness of the WSB family.
What an extraordinary event and amazing numbers. And now we move to our penultimate category, which is most impactful effort towards corporate social responsibility as part of an incentive program. As demonstrated in this year's incentive travel research, corporate social responsibility is increasingly important to incentive travel organisers, and this year's winner really highlights how to do this well. The winner of the category, most impactful effort towards corporate social responsibility as part of an incentive travel program, is Amstar DMC Mexico for their program on behalf of DSG Ashley.
While incentive trips are often ways to motivate and stimulate employees, DSG Ashley also uses them as a way to foster a sense of purpose and give back to the community they visit in philanthropy, sustainability, and beyond. DSG feels that everything it does as a company ties back to its core purpose, to inspire the love of home and enrich the lives of those around us. For this reason, their 2020 program in Jamaica incorporated the Unity School Project, whereby DSG worked with the school and community to leave an enduring impact by building a sustainable kitchen garden to foster healthier eating among the students, by grading the school athletic field so both school and community can have access to various types of sporting and community events, and by upgrading their library to facilitate a complete learning center for the children and the teachers. One of the key program successes was the great relationships developed between the vendors, Amstar DMC, and the community. Once Amstar reached out to the various suppliers and detailed what DSG actually wanted to accomplish, overwhelming support was shown. For DSG, this paying it forward element was vitally important as it unleashed a chain of doing good. Not only was the trip a huge success, but DSG actually truly feels the lives of all qualifiers and guests were enriched by those they helped during their Jamaican 2020 program.
That's so inspirational and wonderful to see corporations committed to giving back and leaving a legacy where they do their programs. Now onto our final category. Now, given the challenges that we've faced as an industry since March 2020, it seemed appropriate to create a new category for 2021. Most creative solution deployed at a time of crisis. Now, since the arrival of the pandemic, we've seen many site members turn crises into opportunity, taking potentially negative scenarios and transforming them into positive outcomes. That's at the heart of what this agency did when COVID-19 put paid to a fully loaded incentive travel program to Australia. I am delighted to announce the winner of our inaugural incentive travel program, Most Creative Solution Deployed at a Time of Crisis. It's the Creative Group.
The client is a leader in the technology industry, providing cloud computing and virtualization software and services. With the arrival of COVID-19 in early March, a two-wave, all bells and whistles trip to Sydney, Australia, due to travel in May, had to be postponed. But how were the winners to be recognized in a timely manner with an equally valuable award? And how could we ensure that the reward was both as prestigious and experiential as the incentive trip? Creative Group had the solution. In just 3.5 weeks, Creative Group managed to craft a brand new solution, get client buy-in, communicate to all participants, and launch a bespoke individual rewards platform. The platform delivered high-end, curated travel experiences that were unique and varied, offering winners a wide choice of individual travel packages and the option to redeem them for up to 36 months. Hundreds of options included unique experiences such as NASCAR driving packages, a European castle stay, a deluxe food and wine tour in Rome, and tickets to sporting events like Wimbledon and entertainment events like the Grammys. Through solid industry relationships and strong negotiation skills, Creative Group recontracted the group for the same hotel in 2022, mitigating all the cancellation costs.
So that concludes the 2021 Site Crystal Awards. Once again, site members and friends have shown amazing insights, extraordinary dexterity and incredible creativity in highlighting that incentive travel is the ultimate award.
And how incentive travel truly is transformational. For the qualifiers, for the businesses with whom they work for the communities and destinations that host them. Back to you, Ellie.
Thank you, Patrick, and thank you, Aoife. And thank you, SITE, for this decades-long tradition of recognizing excellence in incentive travel. You can find full details of all of today's winners on the SITE Global website on our specially dedicated landing page for the SITE Crystal Awards. For each entry, you'll find a case study and the short video that we presented here today. Please remember to use the Crystal Awards as an example to clients of the transformational impact of incentive travel. And I simply cannot wait to see all of you next year when we meet face-to-face in Dublin.
Oh, how did it go?
That went well.
Yeah, I really thought so.
Jealous of this ensemble.
Fantastic. This is my present from COVID. Never to wear long trousers again. Shorts all year.
bloopers and more of this stuff because it actually would be really funny.
Very funny. I'm still
Watch
recording.
now. Okay.
So, I have these bloopers.
Excellent. I don't like Patrick. Who does he think he is, my father? From our dressing rooms. Yeah. My writer's back here. Think I'm done?
Hey, you finished already, Aoife.
I am indeed. One take wonder.
One take wonder. More respect for the greybeards in this world.
1992 president.
Oh my God.
Brush up.